asked David about the beat today. I said, you soon finish with the beat because I'm ready to go on for season 2. He goes, soon. Is an album? Is a song?
It must be an album.
I don't understand what this is. Like, him just taking 5 ever. I mean, I'm grateful, but still.
I'm dead. Hi everyone, my name is Tiana.
And I'm Ashley.
And welcome to season 2.
You can't see, but we're dancing.
Welcome to season 2 of WongaGyal, the podcast, your favorite Caribbean food podcast, and apparently the #1 food podcast in Jamaica. So grateful for you guys. Thank you for listening to us chat off our mouth in all of season 1. Thank you for being here to continue listening to us chat off our mouth in season 2.
It's just another season bag of chattings, same way.
Yeah.
But good stuff to talk about.
Good stuff to talk about. We have a proper lineup. When I tell you that last season was the most haphazard thing, it was not planned. It was just like, oh, what are we talking about this week?
We just rolled the punches. Cool. Sometimes we showed up for recording and it's Ross said, we have a topic? Let's talk about this. And it made sense and it flowed. So we hope that with us planning it this time around, it will be better.
Yeah, we're trying to be better. Let's hope that planning works to our advantage here. And works to provide you guys with a better experience.
Hope you guys all enjoyed your holidays.
Yeah, we enjoyed Christmas, I'd say.
Christmas this year looked so different for both of us.
It was very
Some new
weird.
Experiences.
I cooked basically all of Christmas dinner, which was crazy. Crazy.
Did it taste better knowing that you cooked it?
I wouldn't say it tastes better knowing that I cooked it, but it was the first time Bradley's parents were having my cooking and they really loved everything.
Oh, that's good.
So I felt really good knowing that.
That's some validation right there.
Yeah. So that was a vibe.
We hope you guys are still staying safe. We're still living in this pandemic. I know some people have forgotten about it, but it's still here.
Yeah, guys, don't forget that. We're still in a panoramic, please.
Panasonic TV.
Yes. Walk with your hand sanitizer. I can't even talk. Walk with your hand sanitizer same way.
I mean, you still walk with a hand sanitizer.
Wear your mask properly.
And social distance. Come on, guys.
Social distance.
Stop bungling up. It don't make sense. Please,
yes,
please.
It was not comfortable before. It is worse not comfortable now. Stop the bungling.
Our cases are still rising, so we need to be more vigilant.
Yes. But on that note of coronavirus, support your local restaurants. Ooh. They are still going. They are still up and running.
Yeah, we'll have to give props to them still. We'll have to give props to the ones who are still open. It's been a tough year for them.
It's been a tough year, and I think that a lot of them in Jamaica, well, I can definitely talk for Kingston. I don't really know about the rest of Jamaica too much, but I think the restaurants in Kingston have been doing really, really well throughout 2020 and going into 2021. I'm seeing a lot of restaurants reopening and a lot of restaurants pivoting to offer more things to facilitate things like physical distancing, social distancing, and so on. So good job.
Yeah, you guys just have to make sure you support them so that they can continue to bring you some good food and good entertainment.
Yeah, for sure. So today, if you didn't know, or if you're not Christian, or if you're not listening to this on the day that it premiered,
today's
Ash Wednesday. Today is Ash Wednesday.
And what is Ash Wednesday, Tiana?
What is Ash Wednesday? Ash Wednesday is the beginning of the Lenten season, which may not mean much to people who are not Christian. And I promise you, this is not a Christian podcast right now, but we're gonna talk about food and Lent because it's very important. A lot of people, their entire diet, their entire relationship with food changes around the Lenten season. True. And so we thought it was important to touch on it. So Ashley is gonna, for those who don't really know, tell us a little about what Lent is and give us a background.
Alright, so just some background information for you guys. So Lent is a period of 40 days which comes before Easter in the Christian calendar. Again, we said that Lent is a Christian holiday. Beginning on Ash Wednesday today, Lent is a season of reflection and preparation before the celebrations of Easter. By observing the 40 days of Lent, Christians replicate Jesus Christ's sacrifice and withdrawal into the desert for 40 days. Lent is marked by fasting both from food and festivities. Whereas Easter celebrates the resurrection of Jesus after his death on the cross, Lent recalls the events leading up to and including Jesus' crucifixion by Rome.
So, long story short, it's really just a time of fasting in an attempt to replicate Jesus' journey into the desert for 40 days and 40 nights. He did not have any food, he did not have any water, and he was constantly tempted by the devil.
Yeah, so we basically give up something to kind of honor that sacrifice that Jesus made for us when he went through those 40 days and 40 nights, hungry and starving.
Right. So, of course, the Lenten season looks different for everybody. Nobody is going to fast in the same way.
And on that note, it says here that the Christian churches that observe Lent in the 21st century, and not all do significantly, use it as a time for prayer and penance. Only a small number of people today fast for the whole of Lent, although some maintain the practice on Ash Wednesday and Good Friday. It is more common these days for believers to surrender a particular vice, such as favorite foods or smoking. Whatever the sacrifice, it is a reflection of Jesus' deprivation in the wilderness and a test of self-discipline.
Right. So, some people, as Ashley said, do it for the whole 40 days and 40 nights. Kudos to you. Kudos to you.
That's some self-discipline
for fasting
right there.
that long. But you know, I've been reading that another popular way to do it is to do Ash Wednesday, Good Friday, and then every Friday as well.
So every Friday between Ash Wednesday and Good Friday?
Yeah, so every Friday between Ash Wednesday and, well, Holy Thursday. And then I guess I do it again on Good Friday. Ashley, what are you giving up for Lent this year?
I have sacrificed so much of myself already for the universe, and do I have to sacrifice anything else?
Yeah.
Listen, let me tell you one thing. I lost an entire year of my life. Let's start there.
That is true.
And I feel like, well, how I view honoring Jesus' sacrifice is recognizing that Jesus made this sacrifice for me and being grateful for this sacrifice every single day, not only during Lent. And also celebrating the fact that I am alive now because Jesus made this sacrifice. Jesus never come here and tell me, Ashley, give up something because I gave it up too.
That's a true.
Exactly. And that is how I view it.
And that's fine. Listen, nobody come for Ashley, nobody come for my friend. Because everybody, what I said before, everybody did them thing different.
Exactly, simple as that. And without the connection to religion or Christianity with Lent, people always give up things that they think that are bad for them, which is why the article made mention to smoking. And I think a lot of people do it just to see, they use Lent as that time to give it up, but just to see if they can give it up fully.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And
for sure.
I don't have anything in my life I want to give up right now. As a matter of fact, I need more things in my life.
Well, I know. Well, I'm not giving up anything this year. I've decided, for personal reasons. Well, my birthday falls in the middle of Lent, so I've decided I'm just not...
That's just bad timing for you.
Yeah, it's bad timing. I'm not sacrificing anything this year. Last year, I gave up Red Bull.
But yeah, you have a problem.
And I was very successful. I did not have Red Bull for 40 days and 40 nights, which made me know that I'm not addicted to Red Bull. Of course, I did start drinking Red Bull again afterward, which should let you know that Lent is not the best way to give up things cold turkey like that, because all that's gonna do at the end of it, you're just gonna be like, oh God, thank God I can't drink some Red Bull again. But everybody knows I have a problem with Red Bull. Please do not get into the habit of drinking energy drinks. It's not good for you. You know, it's just one of my vices.
To be honest, there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody have them things.
Everybody
has a vice.
Everybody have them things.
I think if I had to give up anything, it would be junk food. Just because I saw a post today. Did you see Megan Thee Stallion post her before and after picture? She went on she did like a little transformation thing, and in a matter of 3 weeks, she lost so much weight. And it's because in the first week, she cut out junk food out of her life cold turkey. Like, she just cut it out. She said she went into her fridge and she just took out all the processed food and she just stopped eating all that junk. all that fast food, and it did so good for her, and she just drank a lot more water. And to me, I don't think I need a time period such as Lent to give that up to make myself better, and I don't think I should associate my personal vendettas with a religious holiday as well. So what reason am I giving it up for? Am I remembering and honoring Jesus' sacrifice during this time when I'm giving up junk food, or am I just giving up junk food because I hate the fact that my belly big?
Are you giving up junk food for vanity? Which is
a sin. So, you know, you have to recognize, even if, as I said, even if you're not Christian and even if you're not religious any at all, at the end of the day, respect is due. And the basis of Lent is recognizing and honoring and remembering the sacrifice. And it's not just what you give up. It's, you know, honoring God through prayer, penance, you know, reflection, and all of that. So please remember that during that time. And I'm not saying this to discourage you from giving up things, because if it is that you feel like there's something in your life that you want to see if you can get rid of it, like smoking or drinking excessively, whatever your vice is, then go ahead. But also remember,
there's a bigger purpose to what you're doing. It's not just for you. It's not for your flesh. It's not for yourself. But this conversation leads into what I was researching earlier. It's something that has definitely become prevalent in, at least I can say, Western society, is the relationship between Lent and diet culture, right? Now, if you think about it, as Ashley said earlier, Lent is religious, spiritual. It's a journey that should be deeply related to things bigger than you, right? Diet culture, I mean, we are going to do a whole other episode on diet culture, but diet culture is really and truly vanity.
Of course.
It is really and truly trying to mold your body into some sort of societal acceptance, you know. So I was doing some reading and I found this girl, her name is Kylie, and she owns a blog called Imma Eat That.
I love that.
And in one of her blog posts, she says, Lent was a time to eliminate food to allow me to continue idolizing and pursuing a body size I wasn't made to have. The typical eliminated food was sugar, desserts, sodas, carbs, aka the foods villainized by our culture. And I thought that was so powerful. That's how she like started the blog post. And I thought it was really powerful because I feel like, at least I can definitely speak for myself. When in the past, I've definitely given up carbs. I've definitely given up soda.
That's one of the things
I remember one year, I think I gave up like chips or something like that. And it wasn't, I can honestly say it was not from a standpoint of I'm doing this to honor any higher being. It definitely was, okay, this is the time that the calendar says that everybody needs to be giving up something
for 40 days.
And you know what? I need to lose some weight, so let me give up something deemed unhealthy by society, right? And that's so sucky. Like the fact that we've allowed a very secular thing of the flesh to become so intertwined with religion.
And something that's supposed to be for, you know, a higher order cause at the end
something
of the
that's
day,
supposed to be free.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be a, when you give up something for Lent, is recognizing sacrifice, and it's supposed to make you have a better and closer relationship to whoever you worship, you know, and just to make you better spiritually. So when you think about it, her talking about what she's giving up, when it's all tied to the fact that it comes back to the vanity comment you made earlier, it's skin deep, and that's all that it is.
It's skin deep.
And it's not honoring the purpose of what Lent is.
Yeah. And so further onto the research that I was doing about this topic, I found another article written by Amanda Martinez Beck for American Magazine. And she is a devout Catholic. She has said that, you know, Catholicism has really lifted a weight off of her shoulders, and it has really changed her life for the better. So kudos to her. Okay. But she said in the article that she's always suffered from eating disorders because she's just never been the quote-unquote ideal body type. And she said that her commitment to Catholicism gave her a refuge except around Lent. So she says, it took me a long time to believe that God was not disappointed with my body. It took me even longer to learn that Ash Wednesday was not my yearly diet launch date. That Lent was not a time for me to give all my food-related desires to God and come out the other end a better person, slimmer and with more self-discipline. Unfortunately, Lent is a time of year where my Catholic faith threatens to derail my hard-fought healing, a years-long process of learning to accept my large body and to realign my relationship with food amid an eating disorder diagnosis. So for her, her religion helped her become more accepting of herself
until that time,
until Lent. And then, you know, it's like she says, but here comes Lent, and words are thrown around like obligatory and fasting and abstinence, and the temptation to dive right back into my eating disorder with its rules and regulations returns with a vengeance. And
that's powerful.
That's powerful. Wow. And I was just like as I said before, this thing that's supposed to free you, it's supposed to make you feel so lighter spiritually. You're not supposed to feel
obligated to give something up.
Right, you're not supposed to feel deprived. Like in this time of Lent, depravity or the sacrifice that you make from something that may be unhealthy or something that, you know, may mean a lot to you should not equate to you feeling worse about
exactly
yourself.
And bringing that back to the point I made earlier, I know I sounded like I was joking, but I do feel like this is what it means to me. Bringing it back to putting it in a religious context, there are so many other parts of the Bible where they suggest or say that Jesus sacrificed for us, or he was crucified for our sins so that we can be forgiven and so that we can have eternal life. So my thing is, if Jesus gave up all of that for me and sacrificed himself and his body, his mind, his comfort for those 40 days and 40 nights, am I obligated to sacrifice something as well?
Yeah.
So is it that I'm taking parts of the Bible while ignoring the other parts too?
Especially something that makes you feel good. Something that brings you comfort. And I feel especially in this time of coronavirus,
we need comfort.
Social distancing. I mean, I'm not inviting or encouraging anyone to go down a rabbit hole of bad habits. But I am saying
sometimes it's necessary to indulge.
It's okay to do things that make you feel good in times when everyone feels bad.
And if you need to be reminded, we did an episode in season 1 about comfort foods and how important comfort foods are.
Yes. So you can always go back to that. And I guess to end this whole Lent conversation, be safe this Lent, guys. A lot of people, I understand that, you know, you feel committed to your religion, and that's great, but guys, if your body is calling for water, please the hospitals are already filled with COVID patients. We do not need people in the hospital suffering from dehydration. We do not need them suffering from protein deficiency. We do not need any additional people in the hospital suffering from food-related complications, because now is just not the time.
Yeah.
Now is just not the time, not for society, not for you, not for your family. Please, just
and
be
at
safe.
the end of the day, if it's your belief that this is what Lent is about, to give something up and sacrifice something, go ahead. You are totally allowed to believe whatever you want, but when it gets to the point where you feel obligated, then that is where it becomes, you know, obviously a red flag for me, at least. So just give yourself a break sometimes, you know, especially now, because we're obviously living through a period where we've never experienced before. So indulge if you need to.
Give yourself a break and be safe.
Eat them carbs, girl.
Yeah.
You know you're going to feel good afterwards.
Yeah. Alright, so that was real serious. So now we're gonna go into, like a little fun little section, because, you know, it's the first episode of the season. And we had asked you guys if you had any questions for us on Instagram and on Twitter. We got some back. we're going
so
to.
I
have them in our bag.
So we're gonna pick them out.
So we're gonna pick them out at random, and we're going to answer as many as time allows. Cause we know, guys.
Pick the first one.
I must pick the first one. No, you pick the first one.
Oh, jeez, Louise. Okay, let me see what this one says. Allow you to tear the paper, buddy.
Okay. What is it saying?
This question said, who met the best in Mackerel and Roll? Well, I feel like it's Javon Insights and that question.
It's not. It's my friend Lily. Big up Lily anyway, she there.
Who met the best in Mackerel?
Who you think met the best in Mackerel Road?
I like Grace in Mackerel.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really eat mackerel.
Mackerel and dumpling is my thing. Like, I love mackerel and dumpling. Fried dumpling, boiled dumpling, mackerel and dumpling. I
will have mackerel, like, if somebody make mackerel rundown, I will eat it.
Like salt mackerel.
But I've never made it myself. We don't carry mackerel in this house. If you go downstairs, I doubt there'll be any tin mackerel down there. But I know why Lily asked this question, and it's because she had Kendel mackerel the other day, and you know how brands were all kind of brainwashed into this whole brands thing, and so I'm not surprised that you said Grace, because Grace is,
I think it's also because it's Grace. I always grew up singing.
I grew up in a Grace house because my mother worked for Grace Kennedy for years. I mean, to be honest, Grace is kind of the king of the food industry in Jamaica, if you think about it. True. But Lily had Kendel tin mackerel the other day, and she was like, it never bad, like it not bad at all. So
question, which brand was it that came out with the mackerel in tomato sauce the other day? Like some special sauce.
I have no idea.
There was something the other day with some special sauce, and I don't remember who it was. But if the Kendel tastes good, I will try it.
I have no idea.
I will try it.
We'll provide you with the updates.
Yeah,
we'll provide you with the updates.
Alright, question number 2.
Question number 2. The big bag of questions. Okay. If you had to choose to be allergic to any food, what would it be and why? And it can't be a food you dislike.
Why have to be allergic to food?
I'm not allergic to any food, and I'm very grateful that the Lord made me this way. I'm very grateful that I'm not allergic to any food.
I mean, apart from my intolerance that I really ignore, what do I wish I was allergic to? That's a very good question, but it's hard to answer.
I feel like if I could be allergic to anything,
it'd be something bad for you.
Yeah.
But what do I have that's bad for me?
I don't know. Maybe it would just be something that I don't eat very often. Like, I think maybe I could be allergic to beef.
You don't have beef on?
Because I feel like I could definitely. I always say that if I had to cut out a meat, beef would be the easiest for me to cut out.
I love burgers though.
I love burgers, but to be honest, I don't have them that often. Most times when I go to like a fast food place, I usually get like a chicken sandwich. So I could give up beef. I could be allergic to beef and be like, I'd be okay.
I would like to be allergic to anything that make my belly big, because God knows
that's everything.
I've been suffering.
Anything can make your belly bigger. Everything in moderation, people. I'd like to be allergic to unhealthy habits. That's what I would like to be allergic to.
Unhealthy habits.
Yeah. Next question.
I don't know if we're supposed to answer this question or not. This one say Tru-Juice formula change, or it's just me. Like, I'm looking for validation with the formula change. I don't know. I never read the ingredients on the bottle.
I don't know if Tru-Juice's formula has changed,
but it kind of tastes different. Yeah. But not in a bad way. But I can't pinpoint exactly what's different about it. Like how I could have pinpoint when Wray and Nephew changed the formula for the white rum. That was very significant.
I don't drink juice enough to know.
And when I buy juice, it's not necessarily Tru-Juice either. Yeah. So.
Well, I'm not really a big juice drinker, so I don't.
Yeah, you just drink water and Red Bull.
Yeah, essentially.
That's fine.
And Dr. Pepper. So
and Dr. I haven't had one in weeks.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I know Bradley used to drink. His household always has cherry juice. and they've definitely. One time, Bradley and I had a conversation about him feeling like the cherry juice tastes different.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's different flavors of the Tru-Juice that's different, and not necessarily everything. I assume the person's talking about the Tru-Juice orange juice, though.
I don't know. You never know. You never know.
I actually recently had Pure Country cherry juice. It's very nice.
Really?
I was pleasantly surprised.
I've never had it, but definitely would like to have it.
I have a big bottle in the fridge. You can swing by and have a glass.
Not opposed to having it. Alright, so there's the answer. We're not sure.
We're not sure. But we might check it out and see what happens.
Something could be up. Tru-Juice, let us know.
Let's call somebody with the last name Mackerel and see what happens.
Let us know. Alright, next question. How did you guys get so good at creating content? We wing it, to be honest.
We definitely. Obviously, the reference is season 1, which we wing the whole all 10 episodes. We just start talk and it flowed. I kid you not.
Yeah.
Every now and again, if we spoke about specific topics, we do some research, obviously.
Yeah.
Because Tiana and I both we started doing sociology together in sixth form, and we know the importance of research and not bringing false information or just contributing to conversations with just our opinions.
Yeah.
And we do look at research here and there, but 99% of the time, wing it.
Yeah. Definitely when it comes down to this podcast, we're really just
vibes.
Chats. It's just vibes.
It's just vibes.
We just pick a topic. I have a little Google Doc that I will just make some notes about what we're talking about.
We plan the calendar, we add things, we take things out, we change it up.
But to be honest, it's very conversational. There's no sort of we're gonna talk about this now, then we're gonna talk about this next and this and that. So yeah. If you're talking about my Instagram, thank you.
Yeah.
First of all, thank you very much. That means a lot. To be honest, I feel like I'm still on a journey. I wouldn't even necessarily say I create good content enough for somebody to ask me, but thank you. And I don't know, it's just a lot of practice. I bought my DSLR camera over Christmas. Yeah, that was my Christmas present to myself. And I definitely think that has encouraged me to go outside of the box and to kind of just take more risks and just take nicer pictures. It's nice when you take a picture and you pull it up on Lightroom and you're fiddling with the editing and it looks nice. It feels nice to know that it looks nice. And so
you posted the other day. It looks good. It looked like a dumpling, but it was like some churro thing.
Oh, the cookie?
It's a cookie.
It's a cookie.
I just scrolled past. I was like, that cutie.
It's a cookie. Yeah. So yeah, it's just and I for anybody interested in food photography, I subscribe to the Foodtography school mailing list. She's always putting out freebies, free masterclasses, free videos, free tutorials. I mean, she have a course. It's quite expensive, but she pushes out so many free things, and that's really all I use to learn some more. Because everyone needs a little guidance every now and again. And I follow a lot of food photography pages on Instagram. My explore is literally just all food photography at this point in time. So it's really just being inspired by other things and other people and other content. That's good. So yeah, thank you for that. Okay, next question.
What snack could someone always find in your lunch kit?
Chubby.
Is a snack, not
banana chubby.
I said snack.
Banana chubby.
I'm gonna repeat the question for all of those who do not understand the first or the second time around. What snack could someone always find in your lunch kit?
I don't know. Maybe like Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. Bigfoot is that girl.
Yeah. You know what I also used to really love?
Potato sticks? Oh.
No. I never really liked potato sticks.
Really?
They used to cut up the top of my mouth.
Yeah, but I like them still.
I never liked that. But you know what I used to like? It come in like a rectangle and there's a cheese.
The crackers and cheese.
Yeah.
I love it.
But alright. Ashley.
They have the sticks too.
No, alright. There is one with the big crackers and then it come with like a red stick.
Yes,
and
that's
you
what
dip
I'm
it
talking about.
That I never liked. I did like the stick stick one.
The stick one did bad because the stick one was practical.
Yes.
Because you couldn't dip the crackers in the cheese.
Exactly. And you know what used to vex me? When I used to have the crackers in my hand, and if you use a little more force than you're supposed to use, the crackers broke.
Yeah.
So,
and then you realize that's a snack. It's not really a snack because you need a desk for eat it.
Exactly.
You have to rest upon something for take up the red thing and put the cheese on. This is not a cheese spread table.
Exactly. This is
I am
not
a
charcuterie board.
Like I'm a little pitney in the playground. But that's one hand for play and the next hand for have the snack in it.
Exactly.
And that the crackers thing, it tastes good enough, but it wasn't practical. So when they had the sticks that you just dip, I was like,
but
y'all are improving.
The sticks were rare in comparison to the crackers.
And the sticks never taste the same.
Yeah.
It never tastes. It never had the salty effect that the crackers gave, which was necessary. But yeah, Bigfoot and that cracker something bad.
I also like Chips Ahoy. The mini Chips
I always had had Oreos.
I wasn't an Oreos child.
No, but I only had the mini Oreos. If I had it in my lunch pan, it would be the mini Oreos.
My sister was an Oreos child. I was a Chips Ahoy child. So.
Have you ever had Chips Ahoy? I used to, oh my god, this is bringing back so many memories with the Chips Ahoy and the cheese. Have you ever put the cheese on the Chips Ahoy?
No, Ashley, I've never put cheese on Chips Ahoy.
Just like how I used to put peanut butter on Oreos. It's so good.
Well, peanut butter on Oreos I understand.
But you need to spread the cheese on the Oreo, on the Chips Ahoy.
I can't.
It tastes good.
And of course, banana chubby. There ends that conversation.
I used to have Delite and Swizzle.
Swizzle?
Closer to the end.
Swizzle.
Yeah.
The pink Swizzle. Because I was very particular in, as I said before, I'm not really a juice drinker. So, and it's because I don't really like, I don't know, something about, it's not that I don't like fruits, I love fruits, but something about the juice.
Liquid fruits, not really.
It don't slap like the actual thing. And so, worse, Swizzle and Delite, come on, that's sugar water.
It's just sugar water color.
So I was very particular with the ones that I liked. I only liked the pink Swizzle.
Okay.
I only liked the pink Swizzle. And there was only one flavor of Delite that I liked. And I think that's why my parents never really bought it that much.
My mother did try to switch it up in the end and like give me some Capri Sun and then Ribena, and I was like, girl.
I hate Ribena.
Ribena is weird. You can't drink Ribena hot.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Ribena tastes, I don't even know what Ribena tastes like. It just I don't like it.
Next question, please.
But banana chubby
can you stop it? It's your turn.
It's my turn?
People asking about snack, you talk about banana chubby like you did fail comprehension.
Banana chubby was prime lunchtime real estate.
I don't want. Pick a next one. No, if you start laughing, pick a next one.
I'm glad it's me get this question. I might need some more goat. Ashley soon slaughter again. Big up Sonny Farms.
He's who
Big up Sonny Farms.
And
Stefan Richards.
Oh yeah, I'll just reach out to him the next time we have work. Guys, if you didn't know, my father has a farming country, and he slaughters goats, sells it by the pound. If you ever want to order, you can always DM me on Instagram or DM the Sonny Farms page. He has an Instagram page. He also has a personal page now that he follows me on, and I need to block him.
Alright, Sonny.
But yeah, you can DM the Sonny Farms page and put in an order, and we'll get it to you because the delivery to Kingston is free.
Cool. Did you know that goat is the only meat in the world that every major culture has no negative connotation?
Oh, really?
I did not know that. I found that out the other day. Goat is the only meat that has no negative connotation in any major
everybody love
culture. Goat. Even though people don't really eat it in America, it's not met with like disdain or anything. It's just people don't eat it. Your turn.
This is funny. Do either of you have any weird food combos that you love?
Well, as you see, Ashley eat cheese and cookie.
Okay, first of all, it's just like a snack. I'm gonna have the two things on lunch kit one time. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna put this because the crackers they done. I'm gonna have some extra cheese and it tastes good.
I'm dead.
Okay, weird food combos.
I don't think I have that many weird food combos. My weirdest food combo, I guess, that people may think is weird is I really like peanut butter and banana on bread.
Yeah, but that's like a normal thing.
Yeah, I feel normal. Like that's the Elvis Presley thing.
Yeah,
so
I love that.
I wouldn't say that's necessarily weird, but I there are some people that I've said it to that think it's weird.
I used to put a slice of cheese on my cinnamon roll. You know the cinnamon one, the honey bun one that come in a bag? Yeah, I put a slice of cheese on it and put it in the microwave. It tastes good.
So the cheese like melts on top
of it, yeah.
Interesting.
I also used to put the Eggo waffles in the toaster. Or I put it in a microwave with a slice of cheese on it, and then I put the pancake syrup on it.
So as you can see, Ashley likes cheese.
I shouldn't because
every one of her weird combos includes cheese.
What else do I like?
I also like syrup on eggs. So like syrup on my scrambled eggs, syrup on my omelet.
Oh, I did see you do that one time, and I was like, sure.
Yeah, also like dipping the bacon in the syrup.
Okay, no, but that's normal. My thing is
syrup all over the place.
If syrup gets on my eggs, it's a happy accident. But I'm probably not gonna go out of my way to put syrup on the eggs and the pancakes. I have the pancakes on the plate, and a little bit of syrup just spill off and catch the egg. That's fine.
No. If I go somewhere and I'm having an omelette by itself, I'm going to put... This is the thing. It always starts as a happy accident, because the reason I started liking this was because when you go hotel, and hotel have all the food that you can imagine.
You go to the buffet and everything piled up on the same plate.
And you put the French toast or the pancakes on it, and then you put the bacon beside it, and then you put the omelette beside it, and then you put the syrup on the pancakes, and then the syrup run everywhere. So if I'm going somewhere, and I like that now, I know I like that now. So if I go somewhere and I get some like an omelette or scrambled eggs, I'm not going to drizzle it on top. I'm going to put it beside and make it run. So I'm going to mimic the fact that it's an accident, but it's really not.
I do love pancake syrup on everything. There's this breakfast taco I make. So I have the pancake and then I put the eggs on top. And it have to be like sunny side up eggs. And I put bacon on it, and then I put some fried plantain in the middle. And then I just spray the syrup all over it and fold it. And
that's wild.
It's the best thing I've ever eaten.
That's
it's
wild.
So good. It's so good.
I would try that though. That sounds very good.
I'm gonna make you one.
That sounds very good.
Gonna make you one. But yeah, weird food combos. I think that's about it.
Yeah, that's about it. I don't think I have any other weird food combos.
I think the only one.
The thing that I know about.
Yeah, the only thing you have that I thought was weird at first, and I think a lot of people do it, is that you eat fries with mayonnaise.
I don't eat fries.
Oh, it's not used on.
That is not me.
Cause you hate mayonnaise.
I do not like mayonnaise.
Yeah, people who eat fries on mayonnaise, I think it's a little weird.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a little weird.
Tiffy does that too.
Yeah, Andre gets mayonnaise from fast food restaurants.
I don't know. I think mayonnaise is gross. Sorry about that one. But yeah, that was our last question.
That was the last question. Oh, those are good questions.
Yeah, those are good questions, guys. We should do this again.
Because I had asked on my Instagram for suggestions for topics. So you may or may not see your suggestions pop up this season.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We have a lot in store for you. We're really excited about season 2. A lot of new things coming. A lot of good topics, I think.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of good topics coming. So look out for that, And
thank you so much for the support so far. We hope you guys stick with us for season 2.
Yep, and catch us everywhere podcasts can be found. Every other Wednesday. So not every Wednesday, but every other Wednesday. And, continue to be safe. Continue to wear your mask. Continue to sanitize. Follow WongaGyal on Instagram, Twitter, and we have a little YouTube page.
We're gonna get some content for the YouTube page this season. We should.
Yeah, but And yeah, so that's it for the first.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Episode 1.
Bye.